Yep. Y'all know what it is, man. Eagles way of boxing, man. You feel it? Yep. I see you, man. Salute to Derek Bailey. I already hollered at you, but yeah, man, I will salute you out again. Got here early. Of course, I got here late. You know, I was here messing around. I was messing with an old phone. My bad. And old phones, it's nothing you can do when they got Bluetooth, but it's hard to get them hooked up to the internet. I got to figure it out because it's still dealing with that whole DSN and all that DSN numbers, and I don't have all that. When you're updated, you don't have all this stuff. You just connect. All you need is the source and the password. That's it. But that back then they had like the DSN and all that. Wasn't even that long ago. It's just an older phone. This is a small like older phone or whatever. Yeah. But you see, I didn't have to change my. I didn't have to change my title very much. And I was gonna stick with that title that I had Friday. I was gonna stick with it regardless if Wilder would have pulled off the upset or whatever. But sometimes you don't. I mean, I'm wait till everybody get in here. Derek. What did I say? Between me and you, what did I say had to happen? And you tell me I don't be. I'm not. I don't be patting myself on the back, but we discussed it, and no. If I say that I said something, believe me, you guys had a lot to do with it too, though, because you guys are influencing. You guys are here, so you had to hear me say it. That's it. You know what I mean? You had to hear me say it. Um, I gave. So what kind of keys? What did I give? What did I say? I missed a couple of fights because I was going for I just was going for underdogs. I didn't miss on my Cubans though, did I? I told you, man, don't go against Cuba. In Sir Flame, he went against Cuba. He was a Jogba. I'm like, get out of here, man. Stop it. Whew. So the upset's really the real upset. I thought Berlanga was gonna do better, but you fight them Argentinians, you in for a battle. Yeah, but I had Ramirez. Y'all know, you already know. I had Ramirez. I had. Let me see. Let me see. I'm just gonna look at my list. Berlanga. I had Berlanga. I had Ramirez. I had. Of course, I had Sanchez. I think everybody eat crow on J Rock. I had Anderson. Yeah. Boy, I'm a genius on this shit, huh? The only one I missed really was Helena's Kanaki. Because I was just going with underdogs. I was going with USA. Everybody else I got. And except for Williams. Williams was like a spoiler. That's not too bad. Over like 75%. They put 75% on it. So look who finally shows up. Yasser Hussein in here. Salute to Yasser Hussein. He said salute to Eagle. Yasser Hussein, salute fam at Derek Bailey. Derek Bailey, I said, my question is, what did they do in camp? They couldn't find a big guy to imitate Fury, to lean on Wilder. That's what I told you, man. You guys, Berlanga needs work. Yeah, Berlanga needs work. Yeah, I thought he's going to get, I mean, you fighting a little tough little Argentinian. You got to go in there with more. Come on, you too fresh, man. You too new to go in there, and you gotta show us what you wearing that American flag, man. You got to go in there and show us what's up. You can't go in there and be struggling. Even though it's unanimous decision, 96-93, 96-93, 96-93. You won by 3 points, but then some people might not have gave you 3. They might have gave you this like damn. Some people might have gave you a split. You gotta be careful. The only one big blowout was A jog, but that was the only real. That was the only real blowout. Sanchez just took his ass to school. Like, you in school now, son. Took his ass straight to school. He got schooled. But I was asking, what did I say? What did we discuss, man? What was the keys? Name a couple of keys that we discussed about the Wilder fight. Just name a couple of keys. Derek Bailey said J-Rock got robbed. You're right. There's not too many. You don't have to be 6'9". It's not the height. It's the weight. It's the weight. It's not the height. Wilder's 6'7". It's not the height. It's not the height. It's the weight. It has nothing to do with the weight. It's just he didn't do what we had discussed. If you're going to sit there and let him lean on you and uppercut you and shit like that, if you're not going to get him off you, then that's your bad. If you can't get a man off you, I don't care how big a man is. If you fighting for your life, man, there's no big enough size. That you can't tell me that if somebody's on top of you, like actually got you on the ground wrestling you, and you can get out of that. But if somebody's like trying to lean on you, Wilder should have came in like about 218, 220. Just kept nice and slim and quick. What did we discuss? We discussed what? I'm going to give you a hint of what we discussed. We discussed, one of the subjects was S. The first word started with an S. And the other one was M. That's what we do in here. We talk about the M alter. We talk about the management. And we talk about the maneuverability of stuff. Yeah. No, but they have guys big enough to lean on you and wrestle with you. A 230-pound dude is a lot of dude to deal with. Yeah, but you guys, Frank Bruno did that against Mike Tyson. Had heavy, strong guys working with him. He was doing the wrong thing. He was basing it off of its strength. You don't base size off of strength. Size and strength are not synonymous. They're not synonymous. Believe me, Shaquille O'Neal is big and strong. He's just naturally powerful, but he's not weight strength powerful. He can get a lot of guys off you, but you got a lot of guys. Dennis Rodman held his ass in check, and Dennis Rodman is not a heavy guy like that. In order for Wilder to continue boxing, he's going to have to listen, and I think he's going to have to change his whole. He's just going to change his style, and I'm going to put it out there right now. He need to work with James Toney. That's it. That's the only trainer he can work with. He can't work with nobody else. He got to work with James Toney. And that'll be a winning combination if he listens. If he listens. Yeah, but y'all sir saying he said J-Rock, he said he let me down at Derek Bailey real bad, you know. Okay. Outside of Tyson Fury, I don't see anyone current heavyweight doing Wilder the way he done well the first few rounds. I like to change his. Then he went back, you know, to the usual, but respect to Wilder. No. I respect Wilder. I just don't respect the camp. I don't respect the training, and I don't respect the result. There's still controversies in the fight. They talking about, you know, counts and stuff like that. Even Andre Ward talking about, you know, bad counts. But I don't care about that. What I need to see was Wilder to move his, you know, get his big ass up. Man, look, I'm going to tell you, I'm not bragging on myself, but there's a lot of guys that's bigger than me that can't take me down. No, they're not stronger than me. Strength is something else. That's from the inside. Like, motherfucker, you're not doing what you think you're going to do. You think you're going to see, that's that whole mentality. Like, if you talking about bomber and all that shit, you know what I mean? Then a gypsy shouldn't be running over a bomber. You got to change your name. Huh? You got to change your name to Fear of Gypsies or something. You got to change your name. I had a whole song I was going to do about Wilder. I was going to clown the shit out of Wilder, but I'm not even going to get into Wilder like that. It's his fault. He's the fighter. But if you ain't asking no questions, you just trained in to punch hard, you're going to get your ass whooped eventually. It's not how hard you punch. You should have known that in boxing a long time ago. It's not how hard you punch. So I want to see Ortiz now. Since Wilder's in the same category and been basically beat up twice. And Wilder beat Ortiz up. Okay, so now everybody should be willing to fight Ortiz. Ortiz ain't gonna never get a break, man. If you guys aren't watching this whole sport, this heavyweight division, if you're not looking at the whole politics behind it, then you're missing out. You're missing out bad. Because Ortiz should be champ right now too. Ortiz should be champ. We'll see even if the Gypsy King will fight him. I doubt if he fights him. Even though Ortiz is older, I doubt if he fights him. He won't be able to manhandle him like that. Because he's gonna come in. Especially Ortiz left-handed too. He's gonna get caught with something, trying to manhandle. But one thing I can say about that brain of his, even Tyson Fury got BCD too, but he has screws loose. He's something's wrong with him, man. To just be able to get up like he just gets up like, okay, yeah, I suffered a knockdown, but his brain has to be scrambling, man. But his cutback on mechanism is better than most people. He got that cutback on mechanism. Like, I got knocked down, I got to cut it back on. Whereas people get woozy, like, oh shit, they get shook and that's all over with. Like Tommy Hearns didn't have that kickback on mechanism, but some fighters like Ali had that. That kickback on mechanism. There's some fighters that have that, I'm a kickback on. Even Mike Tyson didn't have that kickback on thing. Evander Holyfield had it for a while, but I don't know. Maybe he's shot now though. But certain fighters, they get hurt and they got that. I'm good, man. I'm gonna go back out there, and they get your ass up out of there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we talked about, brother. That's some of the stuff. He said, why didn't Wilder stick his forearm in Fury's neck and push him off, and then throw a jab or a hook? Why didn't Wilder hit Fury low when he was in headlock? Did we cover all that? Is that all we covered? We covered a lot, didn't we? What I'm saying, we covered a lot. Look, Mike Tyson came in lighter than Wilder, right? Mike Tyson come in at 217, 218, right? But was Big Eyes able to just push him around like he wasn't nothing? Now, the only person who could have done that was George Foreman, because George Foreman used two hands and he was stronger than Mike Tyson. Tyson Fury, I don't think he's stronger than Wilder. He's not stronger. He's just fat. I'm sorry, I'm not body shaming. He's fat, man. There's no fast twitch muscle and shit in there. There's no muscles in there. There's just boxing. There's boxing skills. There's IQ, and then there's a ability to get up after you take a big shot. And people might say that's heart and all that. He just has that ability. It's heart, but he just got the ability to keep going. And I'm gonna give him credit for that. But I don't give him credit because I don't like him because he's a cheat. I don't know if he cheated for this fight. I don't know. Because for me, he's labeled as a cheater. But he's kryptonite to Wilder because he wouldn't be kryptonite to Wilder if Wilder boosted up his skill set. And I know a lot of people get mad. Oh, you hate. I'm not hating on nobody. We have to talk boxing here. This is boxing. We have to talk boxing. I can't get on Wilder's side. Yeah, my heart was pounding like, oh, come on, Wilder. Come on, Wilder. Do what you're supposed to do, man. We discussed what you need to do. And I already told you what Tyson was going. I said he put on all this extra weight because he's just going to blow through. He's going to try to blow over Wilder. And Wilder fell for that shit. I would have been making his ass, making his duck down, make his ass going to the ropes or everything else. I said, remember I told you that Wilder had to get low every once in a while. Fight your height, but every once in a while you might have to do a Mike Tyson on his ass. Let his ass, you got to twirl that bull. Let his ass go by and then blam, catch his ass with something. Get your ass off me, like Derek said. That's what we talked about. Put your put your forearm in his neck. Get the fuck up off me. Stop holding. Stop trying to overwhelm me with your weight. If anything, be a crybaby or something. Tell the ref, hey, ref, he's not fighting. He's leaning on me. Get him off me. So that way you can, you got to maneuver the ref. Joshua does that. Maneuver the ref to get on your side. Like I'm giving you a warning for all this leaning on him. Stop leaning. Getting punching range so he can clip you. And Wilder probably need to clip his ass, knock his ass down like 6 times for him to fight before his brain finally decide, hey, I'm not gonna get up. So Tyson Fury, if somebody fight him to knock him out, you probably got to clip him at least, I'm gonna say a minimum of 4 times in one round to put him out. That's it. You could outpoint him. I think Ortiz can outpoint. Ortiz can knock him out because Ortiz is different. He's not gonna be wild and shit once he gets you hurt. Because he learned his lesson on that getting wild shit. Y'all, sir, is at Derek Bailey. You think he should have stepped aside for AJ Fury, undisputed fault, and then someone in between, and then go for all the belts? Me personally, I don't think they would have honored that agreement. No, hell no, they wouldn't have fought Wilder. If Wilder would have not fought Tyson Fury right now, he probably would have never got another fight with Tyson Fury. But then again, Derek Bailey comes back and says, yeah, that's true. He said they would have froze him out. Yep. Yeah, they would have froze his ass out. Yep. Wilder could have threw hooks and came back with with the elbows. Yeah. You have to give. Yeah, you have to give as you get. Why are you sitting there fighting? I'll try to fight fair. Fuck that. I'm tired of these fighters trying to. Oh, I'm trying to stick with the rules, man. F the rules. You fighting a cheater and you trying to fight all clean. You know you outweighed and you're not gonna get him off you. He's gonna overwhelm you. That's not strength. That's just fat and flub and shit. I wish somebody man. Believe it or not, I'm shorter than that guy than Tyson Fury. I used to weigh more than Tyson Fury did. But I used to power lift. Yeah, let me pull up a picture, man. Let me show y'all. Because y'all was curious. I was in my backyard training and stuff. Let me see if I got a picture. I'll show you when I was his weight. I'll show you what I look like compared to this bum. Yeah, I had some flub on me, but I wasn't like him. It's just, I don't know. I just wanted because people just don't get it, man. This guy, if I got this picture, I'm just saying, it might be on a different source somewhere else. But it's a difference, man. These big guys, man, it's angles, man. Even when it's my goodness. The size don't mean nothing, and yes, you are letting somebody lay on you. That can tire you if you don't see. But this is what you do: is you just don't allow that to happen. Is you clear these people out. Leverage, man. Judo. You should have took up some judo. But that's ego right there. That's ego at 2. That's me at 275 right there. You know what I mean? So that's me at like 275 right there. But let me get myself out of there. It ain't about me, but I'm just saying that you can get you get leverage on somebody when they big like that. You should have been working on. You got to be working on leverage. You don't try to work on strength against somebody like that. If you work on strength against somebody big like that, you tire yourself out. And how much stamina did I say he had to have, Derek Bailey, when we were discussing? What did we discuss? And nobody argued with me. But you coming back with good points. Yeah. But y'all sir said, I can't fault the man for going, for the fight and win or lose. He's made multiple generational wealth if managed well for his next generations at Derek Bailey. Okay. Is the wealth, is that the issue? Is the amount of money he's making or made, is that the issue? His health is the issue. Him moving this guy, leveraging this guy to get his big ass up off him are the issues for me. You guys might have different issues, but for me, those are the issues. Like, get your ass off me. You know what I mean? Get your ass off me. I'm not going to be wrestling with you. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be sitting here wrestling with you. Yeah? Where's Sir Flame at? Sir Flame, get your ass up in here. I'm going to give you like 5 more minutes. Sir Flame, he think I got that crow play for him. about the Ajagba. You have to have plenty of stamina, and you got to be just in case you get into a wrestling match. You got to have plenty of stamina. That's it. That's what you got to work on. It ain't got nothing to do with size. Don't be gaining no weight for what? Your stamina. Man, please. In a street fight, who wins? The person with the stamina. Huh? When you prison fighting somebody, it's the one with the stamina. It's not how big you was. If you ain't landing. So, tricks of the trade. Somebody's trying to wrestle you, throw their ass off the ropes. George Foreman was supposed to just overpower Muhammad Ali, right? I know Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder is not Muhammad Ali. But Ali fought big, strong ass, heavy punchers all the time. Why didn't they beat him? Stamina and what? Ali threw Foreman's ass off the ropes. So is it unheard of? No. Foreman has some of the best balance in boxing history. As far as like trying to get that big guy off his feet, Foreman was flat-footed. I mean, he could move his feet, but Foreman was planted on that damn ground. You could not move him. At his age right now, you can't move him. But there he is. I just talked about it. Sir Flame got up in there. Hey, what happened to Ajagba, Sir Flame? KO what? In the 8th round? Shut your ass up, Sir Flame. No, I'm just kidding. That's my brother. Y'all sir said, plenty of stamina. And then y'all sir said he needed some jiu-jitsu or wrestling training for the fight. You don't need to. Basketball, all you need is leverage training. That's it. A little bit of, anybody can teach you leverage. You don't have to be a jiu-jitsu master and shit like that. Like I said, man, I put myself in positions. I wouldn't be talking this shit. I don't know shit about boxing. I know about sports in general. I know a lot about just the physicality of people. I know that a lot. But I'm always going to tell you I don't know shit about boxing. Even if I grew up in a boxing family, I'm still going to tell you I don't know shit about boxing. But think about it. Surface, I'll be right back getting my crow together. Yeah. But just maneuvering somebody to where they can't use the weight. You're supposed to switch positions on them. That's when your basketball shit comes into play. Basketball, when people try to, I'm telling you, they do the same shit in basketball. A big guy's trying to put his weight on you, got to get around him. So once he's coming and you see that big blubber coming towards you, hey, you wait until the right moment, right when he gets there, boom, then you're right here. You like maneuver his ass. You got to manage his weight. Yeah. I'll give it a little bit of time. But anyway, salute to Sir Flame. There you go. Even that little weak shit that Sean Porter was doing against Earl Spence, he wasn't scoring afterwards, but at least you get rid of the threat. There's no threat if you spin somebody away from you. Oh, man. Oh, no, I'm just kind of mad. I'm disappointed because I was thinking, if I'm thinking that somebody's gaining more weight to lay up on me, then what should be the first thing I'm thinking about? Am I thinking about how hard I'm going to hit them on their way in to come, drape themselves over me? No. I'm thinking about getting his ass up off me with as less energy as I can use. Because when you use leverage on somebody, they're using energy because they gotta stop their momentum from falling backwards. See? Man, I have done that in a fight where I didn't want to really fight the guy because I knew I was gonna get banned from an area. And I don't fight like that. I don't be in there like we was on the basketball court and this was I'm gonna say like a little bit, maybe 10 years. 10. So maybe 10 years. Maybe 10, 11, something like that. Maybe 11 years ago. So this gym down the street from where I live at. And this guy, he just didn't like me because I'll be talking on the court. I was tearing his ass up. And so he just comes at me and throws a haymaker, but he ends up on the ground somehow. He threw a haymaker at me, but he ended up on his face, like boom, like planted on his face. And the girl that was in there, she was like, her eyes got all big. Oh, that's it, because she always wanted to throw my ass out the gym in the first place. She said, "That's it. You're suspended from this gym. You can't come over here." I was like, "What the f?" I said, "I ain't even do nothing." I said, "I'm just playing ball." I said, "I ain't do nothing." I said, "This guy throws a punch at me. He ends up on the ground. How did he end up on the ground? Did I think about what I did, or did I just do it?" I didn't want to throw a punch. So if I didn't throw a punch and he still ends up on the ground and I didn't get hit, but he's throwing haymakers, guess what? Somebody's coming at you fast and in rage. There's ways around it. Oh, shit. I don't know. I'm just not going to. Do I have to go to the gym and show somebody? Do I have to just show? I don't. That's not what this show is about, man. This is boxing chat. This is not. I shouldn't have to go to a gym and show y'all. This is what I meant. By the way, Derek Bay, this is what I meant when I said to maneuver somebody come charging at me and just see what happens. You gotta manage. You gotta get that management in there. But you're right, brother. You said turn the guy. You said Wilder couldn't do that. Grab that elbow, man. Turn. That's it. Spin off that shit. Even suspect Sean Porter was trying to do that shit. Yeah, y'all sort of said Wilder came in bigger as well. Then that added muscle and weight is a drain on your stamina. Yeah, it can be. If you're not built for it. You had people that can go a long ways. Remember, you had Hercules. He was a heavyweight. Right? Mike Weaver, Hercules, he was built like no other heavyweight. As far as like, he was thick muscles. He looked like a weightlifter. He looked like a bodybuilder. But he wouldn't get tired on your ass. He won the championship. He wasn't a great boxer, but he won the championship on a guy that weighed about Tyson's weight because of that stamina. The guy got tired. Big John Tate. Y'all remember that uppercut? If you don't remember it, go back and look at it. John Tate versus Hercules. Just check it out for yourself. Derek Bailey, salute. That's Sir Flame. Sir Flame said, "I'll be right back." Oh, yeah, okay, I read that. He's going to get that crow together. Yeah, Sir said, was additional weight and muscle mass a good idea? No. You keep your speed. Derek Bailey say speed. Yeah, you keep your speed. Forget that. He said Eagle terrorizing gyms. It wasn't even like that, brother. I'm telling you. And yes, I was big then, though. I mean, yeah, y'all see my picture right then, right? Yeah, I was kind of big. Yeah, 275 is kind of big. Yeah, you don't even go down the street with people. People don't even like walking. They always hi. It's funny how people talk to you when they see you when you like 300 pounds. Is how they talk to you. Hi, sir. You, sir, and everything else. They just look at you like, damn, this dude is big. This dude is a monster. But see, when you're that big, you don't know you're that big. You don't, because you don't feel, I mean, you're slower, but you just don't feel like, you don't feel big. You feel me? You just don't feel like, oh, I'm big. You don't feel that. There's nothing there. You don't feel like you're big. Y'all see I have my hair all wrapped up and stuff? Y'all see my little punching dummy behind me, right? I used to whoop his ass. I knocked his ass completely out. I broke him. Yeah. He about like 6 feet. You put hands on him. And it was a big I like that thing because it was full of I don't know if that was I had one made out of steel, one that had the base that was the water, like you put I don't know, maybe 200 gallons, something like that. 200 gallons of water is heavy, man. You're not knocking that. You're not moving that shit over. The base on it, that was huge. I used to whoop his ass. Get them jabs in his face. Yeah, I can whoop a static dummy's ass any day. And there ain't no static dummy that can whoop me. But no, brother, I'm not like Derek said I'm terrorizing. He said he terrorized you. No. I had to play. I tried to play on her the whole time anyway. I was always trying to be. I had to do extra, just to stay in this. And she wasn't even like, no, she didn't. She wasn't like administrator to the school or nothing. She wasn't nothing. She was just a gym attendant. But I had a couple of arguments with her. I tried to be nice to her and talk to her and shit like that, try to get in her good graces. That shit didn't help. But then finally, that happened, and she had her. That was the key. Oh, I can throw him out now. It took me, I don't know, it took me like a month to get back in there. And my boy was like, he was with me. He's like, how you get thrown out? You ain't even throw a punch. I'm like, that she's bitch. I said she's waiting. I said she's waiting to throw me out. Y'all start crying. Yeah, Derek Brady said you could put that management on people at the gym. It's just, Derek. One thing that I've never lost was my reflexes. My reflexes are just super. I never worked on them. They just have always been like that. I always had like cat-like reflexes. That's how my reflexes are. I still got reflexes like that. I don't know. I can't even explain the shit. You just have to have it, man. Like, not too many people could knock 2 or 3 things off the shelf and then catch all of them individually before they even hit the ground. And that seemed like some old Superman type of shit, some old crazy. Like, man, nobody does that. Because I look at myself sometimes like, well, how in the hell, like, I said, there's no way you can do shit like that. I said, the hands and brain is not wired like that. So I don't even know how I do shit like that sometimes. It wasn't even like a thought. I just didn't know. I just know I didn't want to hit the guy. That's all I knew. I said, don't hit him, because if you hit him, you're out of here. That's all but I was still out. I should have went ahead and threw it, huh? You throwing haymakers? I should have threw what? Should have threw it. I should have threw it straight at him, or straight right or some shit. I was out anyway, Derek. Get your ass out. They gave me the Bob Arum stick. I got the Bob Arum stick. Get your ass out. You're out of here, son. Oh, man, really? Why I got to be the one out? Why I got to be the one out of here? But yeah, all the keys that we discussed, I said we discussed these things. It has shit to do with ego. I just didn't have nobody arguing with me. They was like, yeah, ego, you're right. You got to, hey, you want this. If you showing your wife and family, hey, I want this, then you got to go get it. Tyson Fury showed it. I did. He wanted it. You didn't. You showed like you was going to still let him like muscle. I can't say that he can outmuscle nobody. I doubt, even today, if he's as strong as I am. I'm talking about Fury. I doubt if he's even as strong as I am. Some people know how to use that. He's not strong. I can almost guarantee you he's not strong like that. Not just by look. Like, he just ain't strong. He's just not strong. He's not. He's never did anything where you needed like strength before, like throw bales of hay and shit like that. He's not farmer strong. Farmers are the strongest people that there are in America. They're the strongest. Not the cowboys, but the ones that the cowboys that actually have to pick up those big bales of hay and shit like that. They're strong as hell. Hooking up wagons and shit like that. Those are the strongest guys. Like just physically, naturally strong. Lumberjack, the guys that's messing with all them logs, them type of guys. Those guys are strong. They're stronger than construction guys. Because there's only so many people in construction that are strong. The rest of them aren't that strong because they're not lifting. Machines are doing all the work now. They used to be some of the strongest guys too. Now the guys in construction that still got to use those shovels, they're pretty strong. But it's the farmers, the guys that's actually working the farms, not the guys that's out there plowing and shit, sitting in the tractor, not those guys. But the guys that have to move shit physically, those are the ones that's strong. Anyway, I got to read it out. Certified said, salute to Eagles Web. He said, salute to the chat. And as always, he said, jab that like button. He said, all y'all neck. He said, don't get naked, Eagles Web boxing. He got the fire up good with the 100 in the glove. And always bring those things with you. If you wearing blue in here, Derek Bailey, you always got to bring those things with you. Put those things on you. We ain't talking about a ratchet, so don't get over there. We ain't talking about ratchets and nothing like that. We talking about those things. And hopefully you don't have to find out what those things are, baby. Yeah. Yeah. D-Lo 404 is up in here with the 100, with the thumbs up. Good. Yep. The management team is here. Just in case y'all don't know, this is Eagles Web management. If you come in here, you ask who the manager is, you might get everybody say, yo, I'm right here. You're going to get all my team saying that they here. Who's the manager in Eagles Way of Boxing? Hey, y'all give him a seven. Hey, who's the manager up in Eagles Way of Boxing, y'all? In Eagles Way of Boxing, who's the manager? I'm talking, I'm Presidente. Which is Derek Bailey. That's El Presidente of management. But D'Lo said, just dropping through to support. Super busy though. I hope all enjoyed the fights. Yeah, good cards and stuff like that. Yeah, our key fight was the Sanchez fight. So we all came out as winners on that one, except for Sir Flame. Sir Flame lost. He lost on a few fights probably. I told you I wasn't going against Cuba. I kept Cuba the whole night. Matter of fact, both my Cubanos, both of them came through. One with and both of them came through with the unanimous, but we just look kind of bad. Ramirez just needs some work though. Ramirez Ruiz, right? Ramirez is not the one that needs Berlanga is the one that needs the help though. Yeah, but both of my Cubanos came through. I was going with the American and Kanaki, but I lost on that one, but that's okay. I'm not gonna eat no crow on that because I was purposely picking underdogs and Americans. Jagba, like I said, I got to stick with the Cubano. The Williams, that kind of. Let's talk about this. Should Kanaki hang it up too, or is he? Does Kanaki have a future in boxing? In heavyweight boxing, y'all think? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Let's just go step by step on the fights. What did we think? So we more or less discussed the Wilder, the woulda, coulda, shoulda, do. We did all that shit with you. Like I said, I was making up songs and shit like, you got your ass whooped. What you do? You got your ass whooped out there. You got your ass whooped. What you gonna do next? Because I don't know what you're gonna do next because you suffering. You got that little chin disease. You can still beat some heavyweights out there, but for me, the only trainer for you is James Toney. There is no other trainer for you. James Toney is the only trainer that you should have. F all the rest of them. And you got to listen to him because he got a lot of boxing wisdom. That's the only trainer that I think you should have. And maybe Ward too. But mostly just your main trainer got to be somebody like James Toney. You got to be able to maneuver people. You can't. He fought heavyweight, man, against real big guys. So I don't want to hear about height and weight. Just get the F away from me with that height and weight shit. When you got somebody masterful, I know he's not a James Toney, but he's a boxer. People act like boxers can't change their style. Ali had to change his style a lot. He's not Ali, but you're fighting. If you're playing basketball, can you play at the same level all the time when you're moving up? When you get professional, they got drills. You got to learn those drills, right? Do you have to learn plays? Oh no, I'm a regular player. I can't learn I can't learn new skills. Get the hell out of here. You have to learn the skills. There you go, y'all, sir. He said the whole card was fire. He said, worth my 25 quid. Yeah, he said, I know you mans had to pay way more. Hell yeah, we had to pay way more. Yeah. Y'all, sir, just comes in just to he throws crow at us, That's what he's doing. He's coming here he's throwing crow. Sir Flame said that dry ass crow here. Dry ass dragged out your esophagus all into your stomach. Yeah. Yeah, 25 quid. How much was it, Derek Brady? Sir Flame said, oh yeah, I took Effie and Wilder. He said, shaking my head. We told you, man. And plus, I told y'all, I asked y'all about, that's why I had the title, man. Y'all should know the Eagles not going to put up titles. And I put up titles sometimes I put up titles for trolls, but most of them I put up titles for y'all. I put up titles for y'all to think. Because remember, I got the same title, right? I said, Boxing's Fury, Wilder. I said, Fury. I said, Wilder is wild. I said, is wild enough with a question mark. And then All I did was put one extra word in there today. Boxing Fury Wilder is wild, not enough. See, well, so wild wasn't enough. All I did was change the word. I'll change it again. I was gonna change it. So if Wilder could have won, then I would have said Boxing's Fury Wilder, and I would have said wild is enough. Again, instead of is wild enough, I would have put wild is enough, just like that. But those little nuances that we discussed, and remember, we discussed all these little nuances. When we discussed what had to happen, you had to have super stamina. You had to be able to go, more than the 12 rounds. You had to have enough stamina for 20, 30 rounds. If you couldn't do that, all that weight, then there's no need to put on that weight. You had to be able to maneuver him. Leverage his ass out the way. Derek Bailey said he paid the $79.99. Yep. Yeah, he has a future if there's ever a shortage of punching bags in the gym. God dang, D-Lo just be coming out with it, huh? So Kanaki, you got to. D-Lo said that you can stay in boxing if you just want to get punched on. James Toney is a master at defense. I said he cannot have any other trainer. I'll be disappointed if he doesn't have somebody like James Toney. That's it. He can only have James Toney from now on till he get his shit together. All that waiting, all that trying to get your shots off and still trying to get wild and get your shots off, and you finally land one or two, but you was landing them on somebody who was going to get back up. You should have known that coming into it. Like, I got to knock his ass out, but I got to probably knock him down 5, 6 times. And make the ref stop it. If you knock him down 4 times in the round, the ref would have just stopped it. Because he was getting back up. But Derek said you need some defense. You got to have something. Lilo 404 said isn't coherent enough to be understood in a clutch moment in the corner, in my opinion. He's talking about Tony. Tony can still get his words out. He can show you more than he can tell you. Because somebody can still sit there and somebody can interpret, his words. That's the burst. Who's your suggestion? Name somebody that's better. I mean, even you talking about his articulation skills, his coherentness. He's supposed to be fighting too, ain't he? Ain't he supposed to be fighting next month? And he's not coherent. But anyway, I bet he's gonna go in there. He's gonna show you what boxing's about. Though I bet you that you're not gonna miss that fight. If he does fight, you're not gonna miss it. So let's just get that straight. That y'all not gonna miss fight. If he fights, nobody's missing it. Let me see if he's coming up. Also, Kanaki, yours was real quick. We don't really have to discuss you because D-Lo just put your whole shit in the box. He said that he said if you want to be a punching bag, you bring your ass on. That's more or less what D-Lo said. So you good, but you just gonna be a punching bag. Let's look. Let's see. Let me see if I can find something. Dot 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 dot. Yep, not in here. Yeah, we got so many fighters here that we can see. But then again, you figured that Manny Pacquiao suffered a couple of knockouts, right? And he sure suffered enough losses, right? He damn near made it to double figures in losses, by the way. This in case y'all... We're not going to talk about the... I don't think we're going to talk about the hearing. We'll do that next... We'll do that next week. Because I know a lot of you guys want hearing, right? Well, we'll talk about that next week or something like that. But like I said, we'll just go down the list though. Oh yeah, and remember that Andre is fighting, right? At least he got to fight. And we got Sean Porter coming up. Don't worry about that. Got Chisora coming up. Andre, Rosado, Munguia. I know y'all love Munguia. Uskatagi is fighting David Benavidez. Caleb Plant. Sal Calvarez. Of course, I'm going with Plant. I don't care. I don't eat crow and stuff like that because I'm a host. I don't really eat crow when I just pick underdogs and pick against people that I just don't like. I know it's unfair. No, that's not fair, Eagle. It is actually fair, but what can I say? Just cheaters. I just don't like cheaters. I used to watch the show. Had the girl or the guy get caught. They look stupid. What are you doing in the car with him? What are you doing in his car? Where you going? Where you headed? Yeah. Yeah, but we're gonna see. I used to just shake my head when some people got caught on that show. Get caught on all these compromising positions and stuff. It's like, why? Don't cheat. If you're brave enough to get with somebody, you just gotta tell them, hey, you ain't enough for me. They either gonna accept it or they gonna reject it. What you mean ain't enough for you? She gonna get mad for a while, and he's saying I ain't good enough. I ain't enough for him, and my. But you know that's her attitude anyway. Then don't say it. But if you're comfortable, you say I need, you gonna have to, stick with me on this one or something. So I don't, yeah. That way I don't leave you, or whatever it has to be. It doesn't work for girls. Sorry, I'm chauvinist. Don't work for you girls. You girls can't do it. Men are supposed to do it. And I know we ain't supposed to talk about stuff like that, but men are supposed to because that's the way they physically made. Most guys. Some guys, the physical makeup and the mental makeup don't go together like that. So the mental makeup doesn't allow them to do that because they're just the mental makeup. The mental makeup won't allow them to do that because, oh yeah, I'm dedicated to her. I'm not saying they're simple, but if that's the case, if you want a guy to just be, that's the only guy you're going to have, then he's probably going to have probably a simple makeup. And I'm not trying to tell on you guys, I'm not trying to say that you guys are cheating or nothing like that, but hey, I've been around, I've been fortunate enough to be around enough girls that they have actually told me stuff like that. They said that I wouldn't mind if you had another girl or stuff like that. I'm like, really? And I've been fortunate enough to hear that a lot more times than I should have. You're only supposed to hear that once in your life. You're not supposed to hear that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. You're not supposed to hear that. I don't care. I get tired. I get tired. I mean, you should have another girl. Ooh, wow, that's a guy's dream right there, right? I shouldn't be saying that. But, hey, this is grown folks boxing also. Okay, let me catch up with y'all. Yep. Tony, yeah. Y'all so say, damn it, Derek Brady. Yep. He said right. And the Derek Brady come right back. Say, hey, managers in here. Hey, I respect y'all as my managers out there because I know my management team is going to come in here and they're going to tell the truth about this boxing. That's one thing they're going to do. Or about when we have subjects. Like I said, that's why I asked you guys to come give me the information because I don't know a damn thing. So I need to hear back from you. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I thought Tony didn't get cleared for the fight. That might be true. He might not have got cleared. Yeah. Dilo 404, man, I'm not being funny. A trainer needs to be able to be understood. Yes, I will watch Tony fight. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm just keeping it real. That's all I'm doing. I'm keeping it in the real nature. That I know we still gonna watch. If he gets to fight, we still gonna watch him. I happen to be one of those type of people that I can actually understand James Toney. He kind of mushes his mouth together when he talks and spits like that. But I've been around people that had certain ways of speaking, and I understand them. Like I understand some people. Like I'm gonna tell you one thing I don't understand: a real bad northern draw, a northeastern draw when it comes to talking, and a real deep, extra deep southern draw. I don't understand. But if it's in between that Midwest, if it's something that's in between, I'll be able to understand. Because some people up north, I don't know what they're talking about. And some people that's deep south, I don't know what they're talking about. Because they changed the words is not even going to be the same. And they'll use the same word for like 10 things. Like, what the, huh? And I never understood what a whatchamacallit is, but I do understand if it's only this one damn thing in the room. Go get the whatchamacallit over there. Okay, it's only one thing in the room. You got to make sure. You know what I'm talking about, the damn thing, the thingamajig, the whatchamacallit, okay. Well, you got to give me some kind of hints on what. You know that the thing with the sharp fucking whatchamacallit over there. Boy, you understand what I'm saying. Pow. Yeah. Derek May said a devastating knockout. I thought his career was over afterwards. Yeah. Oh yeah, when Manny went Betty by on his face, I thought that was old. Like it just usually ain't no coming back from those. He said laughing out loud. I got to take Porter over Bud. Sir Flame. Yeah, I'm taking Suspect. I don't really want to have a pick, but I don't like Sean, so y'all should be surprised I'm going with Sean. I'm going with Sean, not because of anything against Bud. And I shouldn't even make a pick, but I'm going with Sean, and I probably won't make a pick. I'm going with Sean to do something. This is my prediction. Instead of predicting on the fight, I'm going with Sean for like some type of devastating tackle or headbutt at one point in the fight where he gets frustrated. Eat your crow, just like we do. Don't make me drop a vid on Eagle like I had to drop another cat who swore Sanchez was out of his league versus Effie. What you talking about? I said Sanchez was for the win. I got my list, D-Lo. Don't start no shit D-Lo. Matter of fact, D-Lo, did you pick anything wrong? D-Lo coming here running his mouth. Hey, sir, you know I'll get on my management team too. Did you get any fights wrong, D-Lo? D-Lo, did you get any fights wrong? Let me pull this page up. This freaking D-Lo come in starting shit with Eagle. Y'all know better. Don't get Eagle started. I'll get your ass too, big boy. You ain't so big where I won't get your ass. This is what he want. This ain't what you want. This is what he wanted. Yeah. D-Lo crying. Y'all so crying. He said he refused to eat his crow too. I'll eat my crow. But I'm saying I'm not picking like that second plate on there. Hell no. Okay, y'all get your servings. So we just serve up the crow. We'll serve up the crow for each plate that we have to eat. But I just want to know right now. I want to know right now from D-Lo if you missed any. Hell no, D-Lo. I'm looking way at the bottom because I'm looking for your response before I read all this other shit. He said, I expect you to take Porter. No, I'm not. I said, I'm not taking Porter. Porter, that's my suspect personality disorder having guy. But then we have a lot more of those now, though. Shit. But Danny Garcia's like that. Mikey's like that. I want to know if you missed any fights. Were you 100 on all the fights? I eat my crow. I ain't got no problem with that. I'll just be messing with y'all. D-Lo getting all serious. Look, he trying to manage me now. He like, yo, Eagle, don't do that shit. Yes, sir, said D-Lo. 404. He said he playing games with you, Eagle. No, he ain't playing games. D-Lo serious. I said, they never like sharing me. Okay, they did. No, they didn't clear Tony, yeah. But the NPC D-Lo said, I understand Tony pretty well, but I'm not in the corner in between rounds of a tough fight in a raucous arena, yeah. Yeah, Derek Bailey said, yeah, I know some mush mouth people too, Eagle. Yeah, man, I have to listen, man. See, that's one thing I just don't do. I don't discriminate against a person's language because I listen. I'm on the street, man, all the time, so I have to listen to different people. And somebody might be asking me for directions, and I'll be like, man, I don't understand what the fuck you talking about, man. Get away from me, dog. I can't do that. I got to figure it out. Okay, okay. Oh, you want to find out what Taylor Street is? Oh yeah, Taylor Street is like a couple up right. Just go straight up. 2 blocks. I'm not going. No, nah. I can't understand you. Because some people got the lip together thing. James don't open his mouth when he talk. He never was a big talker anyway, though. Him and Holyfield never was like, they were never really articulate like that. He was doing that. Remember he slapped the shit. He knocked the mic out of Jim Gray's hand. He wasn't making no sense then. He was mumbling on right then. Then he was still allowed to fight. He just knocked the mic out of his hand. I am. He putting his hands up, talking. You just got to understand. That's just how he is. Yeah, but I understand where you're coming from. I understand. But to my defense, I'm saying somebody that's like-minded with Tony. If it's not Tony, it has to be somebody who has that same kind of. I don't know if he could work with Bernard Hopkins or something. Bernard Hopkins is like, I don't know if they're on that kind of. I don't know if they together like that. But somebody who's going to be able to teach him that the defensive maneuver or how to just move people, like maneuver your ass off of them and shit, Yeah, but anyway. But me and Derek, we know mush mouth. After rest, if you're, hey Derek, if they don't know mush mouth, then they just don't know mush mouth, man. If y'all don't know mush mouth, that's on y'all. Me and Derek, we know mush to the mouth, baby. Yeah, in the north east, like Massachusetts, he said a K is a car. You mean a car? Not the car. He said the K, the Kaya. Get the Kaya. Whatever. I don't understand that shit. Yeah, but I'm picking. I'm not making. I'll let y'all choose on the fights, man. I have to host my show. You see, D'Lo, you're a content creator more than a host like me. See, I'm like new media. I'm more new media than a predictor and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's not. Usually, it's not really appropriate for the host to eat. If I was just doing content, yeah. But I usually don't eat because I usually don't predict. But every once in a while, I'll throw some stuff out there. You know what I mean? I only missed like 2 fights. I just messed up on which one. We're gonna finish going over because if I just purposely pick of somebody like I'm going with USA. How many people go against USA when it's Olympics and like if it's basketball? What sport do you go against the USA in when it comes to Olympics? Do you go against the fighters? Do you go against the swimmers? Who you go against? So this is a general question. I'm just going to throw that out there. Yasser Hussein is at Derek Bailey. He said that's what I'm heard. He said it was canceled, but the fight was meant to be on the 23rd. Okay. Not saying you picked Effie. You have to watch my crow videos. Oh, okay, your crow videos. Okay. Oh, did you already eat your crow? But stop trying to evade the question. Did you miss any of the fights? Did you pick wrong on anything? Y'all so saying I said I picked all the main cards right. I was so wrong about my boy J-Rock though. Everybody messed up on J-Rock. Because I know one thing, everybody in here had J-Rock. So I'm just waiting for D-Lo to come back and say, oh yeah, I got all the fights right. I'm just waiting for him so I can smash him out. Yep. Okay. Derek Bay said, okay, Yasu Hussein. D-Lo 404 said, yeah, I had a horrible week of picks. See, I ate a ton of crow this weekend. He said mainly on UK fights and Wilder. Yeah, them UK fights get your ass in trouble. Yeah. Derek Bay said I was wrong with J-Rock and Wilder. Yeah. I told y'all should know how Eagle put the titles up. I told y'all I said it was wild enough. But we discussed what he had to do, and so y'all had the chance to change your mind on Wilder. Did you think he was gonna change it? You should have known after one round. Like, is he gonna be or the first time he had an opportunity to get Tyson Fury up off of him? If he didn't, that should have told you what the fight was gonna be. Yasser was saying as at D-Lo 404, he said, don't say you picked that Fowler lad though. Derek Brady said, I remember that. Yeah. I picked Smith at Yasser Hussein. Yasser Hussein same at Derek Bailey. Yasser Hussein, any sport the UK is in. That's right. Oh, you you vote against the UK? That's right. Derek Bailey said you go with the USA in the Olympics. Oh, now he's dropped down. He said, in J Rock. Yeah. Messed up on J Rock. Yeah, we didn't. Nobody. I did over 50%. Yasser said he did like 90% on the picks. So Yasser, I guess, is the champ. Yasser, I think he might be bullshitting us though. I think he might be I think he might have missed something. Let's go through them though. So I got to make sure that y'all got all of them because y'all might. Okay, I remember D-Lo because I asked D-Lo. D-Lo had Helena's. I had to eat the crow because I went with the American, the converted American. I had Smith over. Who had Fowler? Which one of y'all have Fowler? Okay, let's go. Helena's Kanaki. Who'd you guys have? We'll get back on the Wilder a little bit. I can't even really discuss Wilder because I can't stand Fury anyway. But all the stuff that we said had to happen didn't happen. D-Lo said I picked Wilder by KO in 3. He almost got a KO in 4. He said I know. He said horseshoes and hand grenades. Yeah, close, but no cigar, baby. The cigar goes to the winner. But then again, does cigar... Let me see if y'all know this. Is a trivia question. It's not a boxing trivia question, but to answer this question. And y'all should... And you guys have the answer, but I don't know if you're going to be able to articulate it right now. It's real simple. So, close, but no cigar. Is the cigar... This is kind of a trick question. Is the cigar a prize? Is a cigar a real prize? Okay, there we go. D-Lo 404 said, I heard that Fowler was winning that fight until he got blown up. That's kind of, you know what? It's kind of funny that I was kind of itching, to be honest, D-Lo. I was kind of itching. I was like, you know what? Maybe Fowler, though. Only reason because I'm kind of superstitious when it comes to Smiths. A lot of Smiths in boxing have really messed me up. Okay, well, Anderson got it. Oh, you had... Yeah. You said made. You should have said had. You was right. You just had. You just take the E off. Yeah, but is a racehorse. But no, D-Lo, that's not the answer I want though. It's a trivia. I'm giving you a trivia question to answer. I said is close. Cigar didn't win, but I'm saying so. Is close. It's not close, but is a cigar? Is that a prize? You were close, but no cigar. I'm saying because they changed the meaning of that to be, is the cigar a prize? That's what I'm trying to ask. Y'all thinking too much. Y'all sort of say, I got receipts. I made a bet on the main card. You should have cleaned up, man. You know what? You should have cleaned up. If you hit 90% on all them fights, there's no way you could have came out without some money in your pocket, man. You talking about them 25 quid shit? You should have a stack on you right now. How many pounds you'd have made off them fights? You make some money off of them. So my little pet peeves or whatever, my little superstitions or whatever you want to call them is like certain names. I just like, I don't like this guy. Like you might have another Ali, and I'm like, not another Ali. I might have to go against him. Like, nah, you ain't Ali. You getting beat up. Or it might be another Frazier. I'm like, nah, you ain't Frazier. Or it might be another Foreman. Nah, you ain't Foreman. You gonna get your ass whooped. Now you tell me if there's another Hagler pops up, if you gonna vote for him or not. You gonna be like Hagler getting his ass whooped. You ain't no Hagler. You might be done haggled somebody. Yeah. Y'all so saying said okay, he had Anderson made okay. cigar, Helenas. Yeah, cigar is the prize. They changed that over to, yeah, Bruce Goes is back. Salute to Bruce Goes. But here we go. So, Yasser Hussein, he said, I always thought the cigar was a prize. Okay, but it was a trick question. A cigar is a prize only if it's the finest Cubano cigar. If it's a Cuban cigar, then it's a prize. Look up most expensive Cuban cigar. You do that on your own spare time. Y'all sir's back with the bragging rights. He said, I made a little change on the weekend. He said, laughing out loud. He said, I don't bet crazy, just a little change to, make the fight more entertaining to watch at 4 to 5 in the morning. There you go, 4 to 5 in the morning. That's not bad to get up and watch fights, though. That'd be great for us to get up and watch fights, especially on a Sunday. Because you get to watch it on Sunday morning, see? 4 or 5 in the morning, watching on the... You create that, man, please. We dream it. We dream of that. What early... Because early morning sports for us in America used to be, when I was a kid, it was... early morning sports was like golf. And that's not a kid sport. We didn't like that shit. Like, that's what we got early in the morning. We got golf. We got golf in the morning sometimes, and then we got, of course, you always had football. We had football. And football was always like late. Right after your late breakfast, that's when football. Then it was football. Then you had a late game after that. It's still the same schedule, I think. You got early morning game. Early morning games are not really early. Time they end, you got some more football games coming on. Yeah, but he made his change. Okay, so nobody wants to say. Okay, so let's go. We're going next week. Let's go through them. So Smith Fowler, who'd you guys have? Smith Fowler, or did you have it? Come on, be honest now, because we went over these before, man. I just want to see. I want to see if your accuracy is there, because your accuracy of your reporting of who you had, you might have missed one. So you might not be at 90% at Yasser Hussein. I just don't like nobody having a real high score. I like when there's that many fights, you got to miss a couple. I don't want you coming in here thinking that you're an expert now. So I don't like Yasser right now. Right now, I'm kind of heated with Yasser because I think there might be another fight that he lost that he's only saying like one. Oh yeah, I only missed out on one. Yeah. Going once, Fowler Smith. Oh, okay, I see what it is. Yeah. He said the card started at like 1 a.m. or something. So it's usually a long night. There you go, a nice long night. You get to sleep if you can even sleep. Y'all sir said that, Smith. D-Ray. That's a D-Ray mod too? Super. Okay, D-Ray in here. That's not D-Ray off the phone. That's D-Ray. So D-Ray at Eagles Way of Boxing. Hear from my crow. Salute. He said chatting. He said, fam, had to come get that crow. Yeah, salute to D-Ray. Come up here and get that crow. Yeah, come in and come get that crow. Get your crow sandwiches. Crow sandwiches. You bring your own bread. Tell them, Derek, bring your own bread. BYO bread. Bring your own bread. BYOB. That's the same thing, huh? Bring your own bottle. Bring your own bread. Plenty of crow for you. Okay, next fight. Ajagba. So be honest. Ajagba versus Sanchez. I know that D'Lo had Sanchez. That was for sure. I know I had Sanchez, and I know Derek Bailey had Sanchez. I know Sir Flame for sure had Ajagba. But we told you he was going to get that ass schooled because it's still called boxing. It's still the sport of boxing. I told you he was going to get beat up, and he did. Got your ass whooped up in there. Okay, so everybody was good on that one? Or did somebody screw up on that one too? Come on, D-Ray. Ajagba versus Frank Sanchez. Who'd you have? D-Ray said Bruce goes everywhere. He said salute. He said my brother fam. Yeah. Yeah, Bruce came in here. He's been coming here a couple times. There you go. See, Bruce being honest at least. So Bruce came in here. Bruce goes. He said, I had Effie. He said, let me be honest, Eagle. Let me go and let me get them crow bites. I don't know. Should you have a whole? If you picked a job, but said you have, what should be on your menu? Should you be able to have any kind of crow you want? Can you be able to have crow bites or something, or crow nuggets, like chicken McNuggets? You should be able to have crow nuggets, or do you have to eat the whole? You got to eat the whole bird face first. I can say that because of the damn fight. The score was a blowout. It was a freaking blow. It was a shame. It was a damn blowout. It was a blowout, landslide, unanimous decision. But shut your ass up. You was talking about all your skill set. See, when fighters start talking about their skill set, I know, Derek. I told you, brother. I shouted you out already, man. Look, Derek Bailey right back in. Yo, man. Yo, what's up, son? He said, I had Sanchez. What's up, Eagle? His eyes all big. I see Derek like this, like what, son? Don't make me put the signs on you, homie. I'll come see about you, man. Now, on everything I love, man. Oh, see, and that set the tone, right? That set the tone for the Wilder fight, right? Think about it. That set the tone. The skill set, the boxing skill set, set the tone to let you know what kind of night you was in for. He said, I thought the right hand would land. If you only got to prepare for one thing, is it easier to prepare for one thing? In the Wilder case, it wasn't easy to prepare for one thing, and that was getting smothered. Think about this. Is a right hand harder or easier to defend than somebody smothering you? Which one should be harder to defend against? Because you never know when a right hand is coming, but you can see a whole body coming at you. Oh, I'm coming to give you a hug. No, you're not. He didn't give him that watch out move. You got to give him that step to the side. Watch out move. Watch out. Get your ass over there. Yep. Derek Bay said Effie been back and forth. Sometimes he looks decent and sometimes he looks lost. Okay, well, how did he look in the fight? Did he look lost? He damn sure did lose, though. Let me check my thumbs. Okay, my thumbs is going up. I thought we should be at least 10 thumbs, but that's okay. You know, people come in, they don't want to give the thumbs up. Don't worry about it. You coming up, you'll be wearing blue too. I don't care if everybody in my chat wears blue. I don't care. Blue is this means you're part of the management. That's all. You've been coming long enough to be a manager. That's all blue means. And I got all managers in here. They just got different management titles. That's it. Derek is like the president of management up in here. D-Lo is like the manager. He's like the manager of managers up in here. Sir Flame, that's my security manager up in here. We got different titles but everybody is in here on the management team. Okay, so F.A. Okay, going once, going twice. So we're going past F.A. then. So I know a few people had F.A. Now, be honest. Did anybody have Hernandez versus J. Rock Williams? I kind of told you guys on this one that we have to see what Williams got still. We had to see what J. Rock had. I have to eat my crow bites on that one. Anybody else had to eat crow bites on that? What about you, Yasser? I can't let Yasser sneak his ass up out of here. Who'd you have? At Yasser Hussein, who'd you have in the Williams fight? Yasser said I had J-Rock. So that's a sandwich. That's a Sammy. That's a Sammy, Sam. How you said, Derek? A Sammy. Had to eat that sandwich. Bruce Gold said nope. Is that a nope that you didn't think J-Rock was gonna lose, or that you didn't pick J-Rock, or you didn't pick Hernandez? Hernandez. I was surprised you guys went against the Cubans though. Don't go against Cubans too often, man. Don't sit there and just be going against Cubans. Cubans can fight. Going once, going twice, 3 times sold. Hernandez versus Williams. I'm gonna tell you what. If you did go for Hernandez, you didn't see this split decision coming. Okay. So our young guy. Okay, so I know that most of y'all probably have Berlanga. Did everybody pick Berlanga or no? Against Concedes? Berlanga's Concedes. Who had Concedes? I know y'all was probably itching like that. Oh shit, that Concedes, Argentine. It's hard to go against Argentine, ain't it? Derek Beatty said J Rock should have went to the body. Yeah. All right. After you coming back. But yeah, anybody can remember how to fight for 2 or 3 rounds. I'm gonna say this, man. The hardest thing in any sport, tennis, football, boxing, track and field, any sport, is keeping your composure, like your consistency and your composure. It really is. Because boxing, you have to keep that concentration and composure as long as that fight is going to last. You cannot lose. Once you lose, it's over with. Once you lose that focus, that's it. Bruce Cole said that's the snack let J Rock down. Yeah. Yeah, everybody mad at J Rock. Like, I know y'all want to roll with J Rock, but sometimes you just don't have it. Everybody wants to roll with Wilder, but sometimes you just ain't. You ain't the goods that people think. But you got to realize that Wilder just don't have that skill set. Wilder has power, but he just don't have the skill set, and he just refuses to learn. He has the ability to learn. Please, if you can do multiple sports, get out here. You got the ability to learn. Like I said, basketball is probably the hardest sport to pick up once you get older. Once you get in your 20s, even if you're in your 20s and just try to pick up basketball, like you're 25, 26, you ain't picking up basketball. That's one of the hardest sports to pick up. And because can't nobody really train you. They can't train you the way that they need to because all the basics, you don't have the layup skills. Nothing you have. You got to go through all the drill. You're like, man, that ball going to be hitting you all in the face. You're going to be carrying. The ball going to hit you in the face. You're going to get broken fingers. If you learn how to play basketball late, somebody's going to fire a ball at you. You're not going to know how to catch it. You're going to hear a pop. Your fingers are going to get a broken finger or something like that, dislocated fingers. You're going to be all jacked up in basketball. You're going to always be on your back, wondering how you got on your back. This is a bad sport to try to learn late. Yasser Hussein said, I had Berlanga. He said, but I thought he was going to KO him and KO him the F out. Yeah. Yeah, Berlanga, I think Derek talked about that earlier. I think that Derek was saying that he needs some work. Yeah, he needs work, man. That's our up and coming fighter though. So that's a USA right there. Yeah. So I'm gonna just tell you on this card, no knockouts for the Cubans, but guess what? Both Cubans had blowouts. And I'm gonna ask, did somebody pick Puerto Rico on this one? What about you, Bruce Goes? Did you have Ramirez Ruiz? Who did you have? Who did you guys have? Ramirez Ruiz. Who did you guys have? Yeah, that's what gets your ass knocked out too. Derek Bailey making the point right there. Derek Bailey said Berlanga needs some fast twitch muscle. He throws everything too hard. He's just like Raleigh. Like Raleigh don't have the timing that he think he has. And he stands up straight, he gonna get caught. Tank gonna knock his ass out, I think. I'm going with Tank by knockout, and I'm going with Raleigh by surprise. But Raleigh's gonna get beat. Yeah, everybody had Berlango by KO. Yeah, see, that's what a lot of people thought. Everybody had Berlango. Oh, Berlango gonna get the stoppage, right? No, I didn't talk about Chessman Williamson. Right now, I'm down to. I'm just going down our list of the ones that we covered. Let me see, because I had it written. I had everything written down, and then I have it on screen. Um, I already know the last fight. I already know who. Well, at least I know who Yasser had. I didn't hear you guys say anything about it. Tereskin of in Anderson. Tereskin, Tereskin, and no. So nobody gave Concedes. Okay, Ramirez. Y'all the Cubano. Did everybody go with Cuba on that? Did you guys go with Cuba or did you mess up? Let me know. I know we're on Crow page, but let me know because we got to go down these fights so you'll know which one you got to eat that little bit of crow from. It's all fun. You know, eat a little bit of crow. No problem with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bruce Gold said that Raleigh like Kanaka would get disqualified before he gets KO'd. Yeah, find a way out. Okay, you had okay the last one. Yeah, that was easy. Yeah, sure. That should have been a no brainer. But I was just asking if somebody had Tereskin. Of course, you got to go with USA on that anyway, right? Yeah, Tereskin yeah got that ass got knocked out pretty quick. I don't want to fight no more. Yeah, you got your ass knocked out. Yeah, Bruce goes from Yasser Hussein. He said, "Yeah, that's a good fight. That Chessman versus Williamson one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the one. Yeah. Of course, yeah. There. Yeah. Everybody's gonna say Anderson on that. Anderson. Everybody had Anderson. Derek Ray said I didn't make a pick in that fight. He said Anderson. Yeah, Anderson won. And then Bruce Gold says that Yasser Hussein says facts. Yeah. But we did pretty good as a management team. We're not the worst, man. We're not like we ain't missing fights like. I don't think nobody went like 50%. I don't think did anybody miss more than 3 fights over the weekend. Did you guys predict more than 3 fights wrong? It's nothing wrong if you did. I'm not judging. That's just a question. Don't panic. Oh, the damn ego. No, don't panic. Okay, so I think that was all on the crow. So my mouth is dry now. Let me get some water before I come back on. Just looking at this damn page. Hey, Derek, does this page dry you guys' mouth out? And when you guys look at this page, does it dry your mouth out? Does it make you hungry, or does it dry your mouth out? Like, God dang, that crow that shit look like it is just going, like it's gonna be hard. The model is like letting y'all know. The model's up top, spinning to the side, like, yeah, check me out and get ready for it. Yeah, Eagle out of his mind, y'all. Yeah, y'all don't need to see me drink a whole bottle of water like that on camera. Okay, y'all. So seems I picked Chessman on the UK side as well. There you go. So I will say this for y'all, sir. Y'all, sir, you guys, UK is starting to come back now. So that's good with you guys. You guys are starting to showcase because I know you got a little bit heated with me, you know, and I know you lost with Cheeseman. Um, but you guys are at least coming back. You know what I mean? You guys are at least coming back because remember I did that show about you guys should be separate from the world as far as boxing because you guys are just getting beat. Okay, we'll talk about we'll talk about some of those too, also. So on the UK side, Conway or Metcalf, who'd you guys have? And if no matter who you had on that one, I'm not gonna. That's not a crow fight. That's not a that's not a crow fight, and the reason that's not a crow fight is because it was too close. So I'm not gonna make y'all don't have to eat crow on that one. Y'all start say I got two wrong. Okay, well I'm going over some more right now to see. So you got 13. You got 11 picks right. 11. You missed 2 out of 13, or did you pick on all these fights? Because I'm gonna do all of these. So make sure don't. Oh, Bruce Goes telling the truth. He said I won 50-50. And you just got through saying that you picked Cheeseman, right? He got his ass. He lost. And then you have a job or two. I think you lost more than a couple, man. A very rare weekend where I made some changes this weekend, laughing out loud. Dude. Of course, you better make some changes here. Okay, you had what? Derek said he had Williamson. He said, hell yeah. Okay. Okay, so Derek. Okay, you guys can still put down your results. Okay, so what about Conway Metcalf? Who'd you guys have? Conway Metcalf, who'd you guys have? Those are the supers. Those are the same as J. Rock Williams. And I know you guys probably was interested in those fights just to see what they do. Conway Metcalf, UK, going once, going twice. Okay, and what about Courtney and Mitchell? Bantamweight. You guys know I don't really watch these little guys. But you know, you already know that I had to go. You had to go with US on that one. But he squeaked by. He got the majority decision. And then I'm gonna say the last fight that I would think that no crow intended would be the Willis against Charlton fight. And that was that's super lightweight, so because that fight was too close. That was all of that was 95, 95, 95, 94, and 95, 94. And we only had a couple of fights like that. Even though the Conway, yeah, because the Conway, that was close. That was 90, like, what, 90, 96, 94, 96, 95, 96, 95. So that's why I said no crow eating on that one. Then we had a majority decision, 94, 96, 93, 97, 95, 95. So that Mitchell fight, which Derek picked, they was trying to rob Mitchell's ass on that one, wasn't they? That draw. Here we go with this. Because remember, Yasser last time, Yasser said when that fight was closed, Yasser said, yeah, he said that was the UK judge tried to give that fight away. Tried to give the fight to AJ. Was that the same judge? This is to Yasser Hussein. So was that same judge, was he there for the fight? On the Mitchell fight? Or do you know? The same judge that was judging the AJ fight, did he judge that fight too? Yeah. Derek Bay said Mitchell. Yeah. Was that the same judge though? Trying to get him to figure out So let me put their records. So they both. So these two, they have the record is 7-1-0 and then 6-0-2. So like I said, that was one of them kind of pick 'em type of fights. You know what I mean? Every once in a while you have those kind of fights. You have a fight where it's gonna just be a close fight. And even though I don't believe in 50-50, sometimes you just have a fight where I like the word, if somebody says evenly matched, I would say, evenly matched is like, that's a good term. Rather than 50-50, because I always look at, there's going to be a winner. There's usually not going to be like a draw. You don't get that many draws, Yeah. Bruce goes silly. He said Mitchell would kick Raleigh's ass. Hey, Bruce goes, did you hear anybody say that Raleigh? Did you hear any fighters lately say that Raleigh is the worst fighter ever that they have ever seen? I'm talking about good fighters. Like champions have actually said that like he's the worst fighter ever. I'm like, God dang, I don't know if I want to that's a kind of a stink label to give somebody as being the worst fighter ever. But hey, Mitchell might take his ass out. Yasser Hussein is crying. Yasser Hussein said, "Don't think it was, but a lot of them are like that." Yeah, about the ref. I mean, yeah, the judge. Yeah, the judges. Yeah, the judge. Hey, the judges don't discriminate, right? I don't care if you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what race, gender, or whatever. I don't care what you are. If you fighting over here, then you might end up with a draw, or it might take an extra point. The ref just couldn't do it when it came to Joshua. It was like just couldn't. He just had to make it close. I mean, not the ref, but the judge. He had to make it close. He had to make it close. If y'all notice that one scorecard, he had to make the fight close, but he didn't want to be the one stepping out of, he didn't want to step over the line. Like, yeah, I know I'm going with AJ. I'm making it closer, so hopefully somebody else will make that stupid mistake, and not just make it closer, but give AJ the decision. Yeah, and one thing I don't know about that fight, so because it didn't. Um, so in that fight, I think they both missed weight, right? I'm just talking about the Mitchell fight. They both missed weight. Well, at least Liam Smith is at least I guess he's back in it though. At least, right? Yeah, I think they missed weight though. Yeah, but I don't see no weight on here, so I think the guys missed the weight because Jamie Mitchell. It looks like it says that he. Because I'm looking at, I opened up a page right now, and I'm seeing that, for as everything like, there's nothing there. There's nothing for the reach, nothing for the. It says they were scheduled at the weight. I don't know. They might have both. I don't even know if they, because I didn't. I wasn't. I don't. Let's look at all that. I look at. I'm gonna tell you where I catch my weigh-ins. I catch my weigh-ins probably a few minutes. If it's live on the internet, sometimes I catch them. If it's not, then I catch them like, 10 minutes after the weigh-in. Then I catch a weigh-in. But I'm not gonna catch every weigh-in. Did you guys catch all the weigh-ins? Did you catch the J. Rock Williams? Did you guys catch all the weigh-ins? How many weigh-ins did you guys see? That's a good question. Yeah. So how many weigh-ins did you guys see? Yeah. But it says that so Courtney was at plus 100 underdog going into the contest, and Jamie Mitchell made his way to the ring at plus 100 with odds makers. And I'm not up on all these little odds and all that shit because I don't do. If I gamble, it's not really gamble. It's just like a little friendly bet or something like that. It's just like a little, just like a little 100 with somebody here and there. I mean, that's the way I look at it. Okay, yeah. So it says that she did. Yeah, she missed weight. Yep. But she's gonna lose anyway, though, right? She lost anyway, so it didn't even matter. But she lost on the scale. Yep. So it says, so she misses weight and loses the WBA title on the scale. So. I'm not here to play games. This is the before talk. It says, I'm not here to play games. She said world title is staying in England. Jamie Mitchell said, I'm going to outwork your ass. And that's what it was. So she outworks Shannon Courtney for decision win in the WBA. So, I don't know. She looked kind of, the way she got her hands up there. Hey, she got some guns on her. I don't know. I might have to agree with y'all. I know y'all trying to play and stuff, but I might have to agree with y'all. She might be able to take Raleigh's ass out. Bruce Gold said I caught the 4 heavyweight weigh-ins. Okay. And then Derek Bay said none. I ain't catch no weigh-ins. Yeah, I don't catch them that often. I don't catch all these different weigh-ins. But that's like 13 fights, man. And if y'all Sir Hussein picked all of them. Okay, so you with the girls you wasn't going with Courtney. Y'all Sir probably disappeared. Look, y'all Sir, you wasn't going with Courtney on that. With England, you wasn't going with England on that. Traitor. This little traitor, he went against England on that one, even after the hype. After she said, "Oh, my title ain't going nowhere," and this and that. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go over the talker. So let's backtrack a little bit. Let's go over all the people that talked. Wilder did a little talking. Got the L. Kanaki did a little bit of talking. So he made it. He had me thinking, USA. He had me born into that shit. Took the L. I don't remember if Fowler was talking a lot, but he took the L. Let me see who else took it. A job boy was talking about his boxing skills. Took a horrible L. Got beat up. Ramirez and Ruiz, I don't know how much talking they was doing. I don't know how much talking Williams was doing. Berlanga, I don't know how much talking he was doing. Anderson and Turskin, I don't know how much the conversation. I don't know the talking. But I know Courtney was talking. She lost. Most everybody who was talking took a L. Cheeseman, I suppose he was running his mouth. He took a L. And Conway Metcalf, I don't care. That was a draw. But somebody lost. So Conway won that one. But that's all the coverage. So let's go back to talk about it a little bit. So far as Wilder, we've seen other heavyweights. So I'll put it this way. We've seen other fighters in Wilder's position that like they have, they lost a couple of fights. Um, what comes to mind out of a trilogy was Evander Holyfield versus Riddick Bowe, in which one of those fights was probably pretty devastating for Holyfield because Riddick Bowe just kind of overwhelmed him. I mean, he really overwhelmed him though. The one fight. I think the second fight was probably one of the better fights. That's one of the better fights, I think. And then the third one. And Manny Pacquiao, you guys already know who I'm talking about, right? When he took his face dive, and I would think that anytime somebody takes a face dive, I try to kind of put a fork in them like, you're done, that's a wrap. So where do you guys think Wilder stands? And help me to understand. Help me to understand who Wilder should have as a real trainer. Think about it, as a real trainer. Who does he need? Or is it just him? Is he just not coachable like was reported on him? He just ain't gonna listen? Or do you guys feel that, I know I'm throwing a few questions at you. You feel that the things that was thrown at him, that he just wasn't trained to prepare for those things? Because it looked like to me that you're relying on something other than what you should have relied on. I'm trying to get powerful, man. You don't need all that power. I don't even worry about. I used to think about that too, man. Guys, oh, he's even bigger. I'm big, but he's even bigger. I used to think about the stuff, and after a while, you're just like, you know what? Whatever it is, man. He's just gonna have to get maneuvered. That's all. You just gotta watch. You gotta watch and see what people doing. Okay, that's what he do. Okay, I see. That's what has to be up here. Like, oh Christ, he's big. He's gonna charge for it. He got a better jab, but he's, man. You have to have a plan to outwit whatever plan they hitting you with. You just have to have a plan. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. That's why we do the chat in here, because I want to see what the chat is. I don't want to throw everything out. Bruce Gill said Mitchell was on a different level, extra chromosome. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. D-Lo said, because D-Lo said earlier, he said Mitchell a girl. I don't try to get into those type of discussions, because to be honest with you, if I know a girl's a girl, I know she's a girl. If I don't know she's a girl, I don't know. If they say they girls, then they girls. But I'm going to tell you the truth about the matter is I have a lot of suspicions about a lot of people, even in movies and stuff, that people think are one way, and they say, oh, that girl, oh, she's cute, fine. I don't see it the same way they see it. I don't even a lot of times, but you can't say anything. I don't think a lot of girls that say they're girls are actually girls, because the ones I see now, I didn't grow up with those type of girls. I just did not. I didn't grow up with manly girls. I didn't. I didn't grow up with. I mean, you knew which ones, if they had a little bit. You seen their family if they had a little bit, like, if they was a little bit manly or whatever. One of my early school friends, or my early neighbors of mine, was a girl that actually had muscles in her arms, where girls don't usually have muscles in her arm. But she used to work out on weights though. Even though she was a girl, she used to work out on weights. That was all. Her dad had her doing all that shit. So, but that's something different. But for the most part, girls have nice long arms, slim, and just their proportions are just a little bit different than what I see. A lot of times I see some of these girls, especially a woman is at her, like, not necessarily physically, but I know you get mad, but a woman of, I'm just going to say, of certain essence. I like to, I'm so diplomatic, right? A woman of certain essence, when she hits about 40 to 45, that's when she's at her real peak. and you could really see all the beauty in her. You're like, oh wow, she was a beautiful woman. You could see all that. Other women at a certain essence, at that same age, something happens to them to where that you just like, you can't determine a lot of times if that was, you like, dang, is that a, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just can't get the words out. Am I tongue tied? Me being Eagle's Web with that fast tongue. It's fast tongue. It's not a split tongue. It's not a slick tongue. It's just fast. And so sometimes you might have to speed your own mind process up to keep up with the eagle, because I'll just keep going. And a lot of times I don't give y'all a break, but I gave you a couple of 2-minute breaks today so y'all can get your words out. I'm going to read it. But my thought is, I didn't grow up with, the girls I grew up with, you knew they was women all throughout their life. But I'm noticing, I don't know if it's the food or whatever it is, but a lot of women, they are doing some transformations real quick in life. It's like, God dang, girl, you do not look like who I thought you was anymore so quickly. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. Sorry. Oh, yeah, look at Bruce Go say, he said, I'll pick Helena's, he said, at the weigh-in. Yeah. But D-Lo 404 boxing, he said the third fight, Bull got dropped for the first time in his career. Then he stopped Evander a few rounds later. Yeah. That third one, it was just a monster. He was just putting it on. He's putting it on Holyfield. They had to like, nah, that's too much. You can't just keep taking that kind of shit. Not from Bo. And Bo wasn't no light puncher. Bo could hit. He has some power. He has some power in both hands on your ass. I think he was one of the most skilled actual boxers that we ever had. Riddick Bowe. A lot of people don't talk about him, but he's one of the most skilled boxers we ever had. As far as like, he could throw them things. Yeah, Riddick Bowe could throw those. He can throw them things, man. And can get your ass out of there if he needed to. Bruce Gold said, you stabbed a basketball. He said you can prepare it. It's good, but it's not the same. Like Wilder, in my opinion. Yep. Well, the reason I asked that question at Bruce Goes is because I wanted to see what everybody's mindset was when it comes to like fighters coming back. We've had fighters that took terrible losses and still made like a salvage their career. Tommy Hearns took some devastating losses and he still was able to really salvage a good solid career, man. Like he still went down as one of the greatest. Wilder was still, even with the limited skill set, he still has to go down as one of the great fighters just based on his reign. You see what I mean? So I'm not going to count him completely out because there could be other issues that I might be missing. A lot of times it's not necessarily all the BCD, and maybe he always had that, but nobody could really clip him because they didn't have the reach and they wasn't long enough to clip him. Because believe me, Fury is not the hardest puncher in boxing. But man, you get your ass whooped. Derek Bay say Wilder needs some step down fights to update his skills. Use the jab to hide that right hand. All kinds of stuff. He needs to do something. Derek Bay said exactly at Bruce Goes. Yeah, Bruce Goes is right. Again, he said, I like a little muscle in the woman. Yeah, I like their muscles, all right. But there's certain places I want them to have that, a little bit of muscle. I like a girl that has a little bit of a little fat stomach. At the bottom part of her stomach, not the top. I like the bottom part to have her to have like a little bit of a stomach, just something going into the hips a little bit. If we talking about women, I like that. Nice little waist though, nice little waist. A little bit of stomach meat. Ain't nothing wrong with that. A little bit of stomach meat. Since we're talking girls, I like them to have a little bit of, weight on their upper leg. The lower leg, I don't care. I like skinny ankles. I like skinny wrists. I don't like girls that are like thick in the ankles and thick in the wrists. That's just not me. I probably could, but I'm just saying my preference. You know, because those type of girls tend to just keep their figure like forever, man. Because y'all know you remember you went to go pick up your homeboys and stuff, and you was like you seen their mom, and you was like, man, mom, I'm still looking, and you was like, I mean, keep it a buck. You seen their mom, and you was like, man, mom look good. You sure that's your mom? That could be your sister. See? But then some people you go see their mom, like, that's your mom? Man, that could be your great grandmother. You know, no. Shame on me. Bad equals web. Yeah, Bruce Gold said Bo could have been one of the best if he had more inside than outside. Oh, Bo could fight your ass inside, brother. He could fight you inside. Bo started. I don't know what happened to Bo. Like going into the Galata fights, he just, I don't know. Those are he should never fought Galata. That's some of the horrible. That's just horrible. This shit that went down. I think he had just the money. Because he was already losing. I think he was already losing discipline. Once he lost his discipline complete, it was over with. He just had that whole idea with discipline. That's the whole thing. When he first came in, when he had Eddie Fudge, you remember? He had all the discipline and everything because Eddie Fudge didn't play around. And he respected him. And once you don't have respect for somebody and you lose what you should have, then, you know, that kind of shit happens. Oh, man, I'm looking at the time. Derek, y'all about to hijack Eagle again, huh? Bruce Gold said, shapely lean muscles equal lady muscles. I don't know. I just don't. We're different in that sense. Because I want my girl to just be toned. I don't want to, like, physically, if she does like this, you know, I don't want to physically see this. You know what I mean? When she does like that, I don't want to physically, like, see that. I want to see, like, it move like a little bit of shape, but I don't want it to be like, I don't want her to have, like, a rock right here. Yeah, I don't want her to go like this. Derek, she doing like this and got a rock. I'm like, what? I don't want her doing, that's too much for me. Just tone. You know, because a woman naturally has to carry a little bit of fat for her energy, and especially when she's in childbearing, she can't be all lean and shit like that. And if she's too lean, she ain't gonna get pregnant. That's for sure. Because a woman's body does not like when they get their body fat down so too low. Even their body starts rejecting them. It's like because they're doing something against nature, but nature don't like that when it comes to humans. When it comes to the women. It doesn't like them to have like real low body fat. It confuses nature. It confuses their nature. And their body stops doing stuff that it's supposed to. There ain't gonna be no eggs. Yeah, Derek Bailey said, right, he cried. Bruce Gold said that's the body type, only 3. Okay, he said endomorph, he said skinny, ectomorph, pear shape, and he said mesomorph, athletic built. Yeah. But they still have that, the athletic, yeah, with the, when they say that, I don't like the way that they even describe that because another one of my things I don't get when it comes to girls is I don't like, wide shoulders scare me. If your shoulders is wider than your hips as a girl, believe me, I don't trust that at all. Derek Bay said, Bo like to eat more Trey. Yep. When you grew up a certain way, like if you ate too much of that, you know, the fake processed meat and all that type of shit, and you ate that all your life and all of a sudden now you eating good, you eating filet mignons and all that shit, of course you're going to sit at the table. You got yourself a chef, you're going to eat. Yeah. Yeah, look at Bruce Gold. He's going in on this though. He said tight, not unhealthy. He said flap, shapely. He said lean mass. He said flab. Yeah, I know what you mean. Flab, shapely, lean mass. Yeah. He said all the women have those nice soft spots. He said, I guess he said I'm just saying I like them in shape. Yeah. Okay, that's good, brother. I ain't got no problem with that. See, Derek, you think you're funny. You're not funny because Cause I noticed you didn't say nothing either. Cause you wasn't saying a damn thing. You and D-Lo, nobody said nothing. Y'all was letting me go, man. Cause I was trying. I mean, it's not okay. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't just trying to get out of here. We covered all the fights though, and we got on some other shit. I think Bruce Goals. I think he kind of hijacked me a little bit with some. Let me see, where did he get me at? He got me somewhere way back. We started talking about women, and because we was talking about Courtney come bringing her ass in there, you know, overweight and shit, missing weight, and then I don't know how, and then we just started getting on the women and stuff. I know D-Lo started with the Mitchell. D-Lo started way back then, and then we was like, from then we just started going in, and then one thing led to another, because I was trying to get what you guys think about Wilder, and in the midst of all this, we end up having the topic of women. Yeah. But I didn't have a whole lot to say. I can talk. Y'all know I can talk forever, but I know y'all. This is like a program, and y'all part of the program. I know y'all want ego in here, but y'all hijacked me. I said I wasn't gonna let the shit happen again. It didn't. It wasn't as severe as it was one time though. That last time y'all got me for some time last time. Yeah, Derek Bates. I know some women naturally built like that, got muscles and don't work out. Yeah. But this girl, like the one I grew up with, she was actually kind of yoked though. Yeah, but some girls, yeah, they do have that they just have it in them to where they're gonna have some of the muscle, but they usually lose it, especially if they have children. They lose some of it. They don't just stay like. I tell you, there are like specific spots on a woman that they have that it look like they done been doing some killer workouts. Like you see some women, they got calves. It's like, God dang, where you get them calves from? Like she got like calves, like she just been doing, all she works on it all day is her calves. Like, you never got that when somebody got calves like this. God dang, got some big old calves, and then that kind of kills me to have bigger calves than thighs. And I'm like, how you got bigger calves than thighs? It's kind of, but you know, that's just the human anatomy. This is how people are built. And to each his own. I don't knock whatever a man likes. If a man likes a girl to be in shape and have muscles, then that's what he prefers. That's what he likes. Then I don't have a problem with that. I could kind of show you my type. I think I showed you my type before. Well, I showed you my rejects. They wasn't rejects, but I don't know. If you're a liar, yeah. Cause we talking about deception one time. I did my deception page and I put one of my exes up there. I say, yeah, she's a deceiver. Since we was talking about deceivers in boxing, matter of fact, if I run into it quick, then I'll put it up, just because I'm petty. Okay, let me see. She might be on this page. Let me see if I got her in there. Because I put her up one time. Oh, yeah. After all the updates that we did, I think I had to take her off. Yeah, I had to take it off because we had a lot of things with these updates on this damn app to where we lost some of our pages and stuff. We used to have some great pages up here, Bruce. We had a lot of great pages and stuff. Our BCD page, we got a lot of different pages and stuff. Yeah. But I appreciate everybody to come in here. Look at Bruce Coles. He said, I just had a filet mignon. He said, honest. He said, I hijacked the show. He said, damn. He said, don't blame me crying. He said, great show at Eagles Web Boxing. And then Derek Bailey said, I was watching the clock. I thought you had time today. He said, got his hands up. He said, I ain't know, Eagle. He crying. And he's supposed to be one of my warning managers. He said, Eagle, yeah, time getting there. Bruce Gold said, genetics rule. And I hate it. Yeah, that's some people just. I had homeboys like that too, man. I had to work hard, believe me. Even though I had two athletic parents, I had to work my ass off. I did. I had to work my ass off, and I'm genetically, I missed out on a lot of stuff. Well, I can say that I had genetically, I should have been there, but I still had to work harder than I think. I think my grandfather and them, they just was, this natural beast. That's all I can say. They was just natural beasts. I think my time came around, I think that with the food that they fed us and shit like that, I think it kills us genetically, per se, not totally, but all the process stuff, I think it does kill us genetically for what we would have been if we would have been like eating out of the ground and off the trees like we were supposed to, you know. But I appreciate y'all coming in and yeah, Bruce goes, I had to go off on you a little bit, man. But you sometimes you take it in Eagles web, it ain't no problem though. He said calves that start at the Achilles tendon. Yeah, yeah, those like the round ones, you know. I like the horseshoe. I like those better. Or what you call it, like the W? I like those calves better. But those real, I'm just envious of those because I don't know how these little people, some people that don't have never had worked out. My legs are real strong, but I just never had that. I always had like the bird legs. People say, "Oh, I always had the bird legs." My thighs always been good, but my calves have been always like super defined, but just like kind of small for what I would like. But you know, but that's genetic. If you look at people like Sean Kemp, people that jump to the moon and shit, they got legs like that. The calves aren't really like huge, and but in some cases they are, but a lot of times they're not huge, but the legs are big. Yeah, but that's for another day. We'll talk to Bruce Goles about that because he's into he put the scientific stuff down on this, huh? He think that none of us we don't know nothing about science and stuff. We don't have that biology and stuff, and you're looking at a med schooler right here. But yeah, but he's right though. Those are the shapes that they mostly go by. Then you have variations of those shapes, and then goes into other things on top of that. But I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all ain't gonna hijack me for no more time. Derek Bailey out there laughing at Eagle, and Bruce goes. He gets the star for the day for hijacking the show. Thanks for coming through, Bruce Goes, and hijacking Eagles Way of Boxing. My shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all know what it is, man. This is another day, another Monday. Nothing but blessings. Yeah, Derek, that's funny. No legs, but huge calves. That's it's like I don't get that one, brother. Yep. But peace and blessing to y'all, fam. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.